everyone, Jeff Eccles here with The Lonely Vine, ready to get into some wine. I bet you are too. And, I tasted one of these before. I'm tasting a wine from the Club W, the group at the Club Dub again. The first one I tasted, it was really good. I really liked it. It was 13 Bones. And I talked a bit about how the Club W whole process works, so I won't go into that this time. I will taste the wine, I will let you know how it feels, and then I'm going to show you a little bit more about Club W and go into the app a little bit and see what it says about this wine. Because this wine, I don't know anything about it. So, but let's get into it. It's a French wine. It is the Domaine des Mirailles. It is a Vin de Pays de Vaucluse. Okay, now I have to admit, I had no idea what Vaucluse or where Vaucluse was. So I had to look it up. So I cheated a little bit. I still don't know what the grape is, but I did cheat a little bit. Okay, so this is going to be southeastern France. This is going to be, Mediterranean. Think Nice, that kind of area. So this is going to be a lot different than a lot of the French wines that you've tasted or that I've tasted for the show. This is not going to be, a Loire Valley. This is not going to be a Burgundian wine. It's probably going to be a little bit bigger because it's from a warmer climate. The grapes have more time to grow, to get that sugar in them. So higher alcohol. This is 14%. So this is a 2009, and so drop a little on you. So the Vin de Pays, with the way the French laws are set up, if you buy a wine from Burgundy, it's a red wine, you're pretty sure, almost 100%, unless it's from southern Burgundy, that it's going to be Pinot Noir, right? If it's from Beaujolais, okay, it's going to be the Gamay grape. Just like you have ideas on what the wines are, you'll be pretty confident what the wines are going to be depending on where you buy it from in the Loire Valley, from even the Rhone, northern Rhone, you got good ideas on what the grape's going to be. But with the Vin de Pays labeling, this is kind of, it kind of went through some of the same stuff in Italy with the IGT where, winemakers, the Vin de Pays is very loose as far as the rules go. It allows you to have more what are called international grapes, your Cabernet Sauvignon, your Merlots, those type of grapes. So, a lot of people see Vin de Pays and they think, oh, table wine, this isn't going to be the greatest things. But really, you're starting to see that the winemakers, they want to use different grapes than what the rules set. So they will purposely drop themselves a category to be allowed to use the grapes that they want, that they think may grow better in the region, or two, they can get some more money for because it's a more popular grape variety. So you gotta think twice before you write off something that you may think is a lower base wine. Because you just don't know. It could just be that it's a different grape and it's still being made awesome, So since this is Provence, it's kind of a, this could be Syrah, it could be Sauvignon, Grenache, it could be also Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, those two, those are kind of the internationals that are coming out. Carignan is another one. So kind of the three older style grapes that you would expect would be the Syrah, Grenache, and the Carignan. And the newer style that's starting to see an increase in growing acreage is the Cabernet Sauvignon and the Merlot. So this could be any of those. We'll just see. Hopefully the app's going to tell me, because be able to nail it or anything like that. But let's get into it. I've chit-chatted for a while, and you're like, dude, get to the juice. So let's do it. Alright, so color-wise, can just barely make, oh, this is got some stank. I can already see that it's got some stank. Okay, so you know, for stuff you can see, there's a little bit of glass staining. So with a lot of those grapes that we're talking about, with the region that we're looking at, little staining, yeah, we kind of expect it, right? Color-wise, you know, this is going to be that ruby kind of color, just kind of what you'd expect. Although with a, you know, if it was a Syrah, you might expect it to be more of a purple. But you know, the Cab Merlot, you know, those kind of things, it's in that color range. But now, that's enough of the sight. Okay, little staining, little color, okay, whatever, nose in here now. I think it's going to be good. Okay, so, what? Okay, so it kind of threw me for a second because I got hit with so much all at once, you know, like right off the bat I was like, oh, there's some oak. A little bit of oak was coming through, and then I was like, oh, there's that old world funk, stank, earth, and then this fruit wave came up. So I got hit with everything kind of all in one sniff. So I'm definitely getting a little bit of that barnyard kind of thing. I'm definitely getting, you know, this leathery kind of play to it. I'm also getting, there's some strawberry, there's some cranberry. You know, this has got a lot going on. Definitely red fruit, not like dark fruits or anything like that. And you know what, I'm not getting much of a meat kind of thing, you know, and sometimes when I get that meat, I really think of the Grenache, especially from this southern France region. So, you know, I'm not really thinking this is Grenache, not really thinking this is Syrah. But definitely, you know, that there's that barnyard kind of thing, strawberry, cranberry, there's some raspberry, a lot of red fruit kind of mind things coming in. Yeah, you know, I'm starting to get a little bit of that meat. Yeah, there's that stewed kind of fruit kind of thing going on, so throw it in the air. I don't know. This has got a great nose to it. There's a little bit of chalk that just jumped up and hit me. So a lot going on. There's even a perfumey kind of sense to it. That's in here as well. So really a lot going on. Every time I go in, I'm getting a little bit more, you know, and as the wine warms up, I'm probably going to get even more out of it. So really, if you're the kind of if you're kind of the person that likes the really stinky, the really nose forward, lots going on, this right now is showing really well. And remember, these wines, these Club W wines, 13 bucks a bottle. Just saying. So far, just on the nose, it's worth it. But now, what's it got for the palate? Let's find out. Okay, so a really nice acidity to it. Man, on the finish, I really get this sense of chalk. I really get this chalkiness, like my tongue almost like dried out because I thought I just ate some chalk. Seriously. Okay. You know, fruit-wise, right off the bat, I get a big sense of that cranberry. I get a big sense of, you know, kind of a raspberry, even some cherry coming through. So a lot of red fruits are really coming through on the front of the palate. As it transitions, you know, and as it transitions, I get this short little burst of a little bit of that, of some woodsiness, of that earthiness, and then as it goes to the finish, I get this big sense of chalk coming through. This has a nice long finish to it. I mean, I'm hella impressed that this is a 13 bottle of wine. I really am. I mean, this is, I really have no idea what grape this is. The oak does maybe come through a little bit. Watch this, wasn't on any oak at all. But I do get the sense of oak that comes through a little bit, maybe too much, but really not enough to turn my nose at it or anything like this. Yeah, so, all right, so now, I mean, this is a good one. For 13 bucks, this is definitely worth the price of admission. And if you can find it, I would say check it out. Let's see though, now I'm gonna play some phone app games. So I loaded my Club W app, and like I said before, all of the Club W wines come with a barcode, a code on it. And so we're gonna scan it here and we're gonna see what we get, what kind of info we get, see if there's anything that I said that comes through or not. Okay, so let's see. Signature scent, blueberry pie. I did not get that. Let's see, anything in here? Blueberry pie, raspberry jam, red plum, espresso, wild herb. Okay, so it doesn't say if there's any oak on it, but this is a really cool feature of this club. So you pop the bottle open, you scan it, and you've got some information that comes through. It's got the wine, the price, the age, where it's from, the ideal date, the signature scent, and then the description that goes along with it. So wherever you're at, you can scan it, bam, you've got some information on the wine that you've got. You know, and like I said, all the wines from this place are 13 bucks. You can go up, I think, they have some that go up to 19, I think. But I could be wrong on that. So, anyway, I think I went long on this one, mostly on the nose. I know you're shocked, but anyway, question for the show. Yeah. What are you drinking for the 4th of July? 4th of July is this week. I'm going to try to have a show up on the 4th. I don't know if I'll be able to get it done or not, but I'm going to try. If I do, it's going to be awesome. So look for that. But what are you drinking for the 4th? You drinking beer? You skipping the drinks altogether? You drinking wine? Let me know. I had something else I wanted to show you guys, but I forgot it. So until until next time, everybody, cheers.